They come to pit road. Let's crank it up and watch the pit crews go to work here at Iowa.
Get away. I see you. Start looking left. Get away. Hold away. So he's coming to your right side. Get away. 7, 5, 4, 3, 2. Right there.
Yeah, 93 laps now. He's been trouble. Casgarella into the outside wall, along with Rico Abreu in the 98.
Gralla on the outside, the 24. Rico in the 98, and they are both under power, which is a good sign. Right here, just on the front stretch, just before the start-finish line, and a lot of debris coming off that 24 truck.
Just gets loose down on that bottom. It had the truck turning well, which is a key to success. Oh, look at Peters. What a great job, huh?
They made contact, but Timothy was able to maintain control.
Watch it from Peters' viewpoint.
This is as good as it gets right here.
It's going to be scary here.
5 minutes. Keep it high.
He gave him all the room he could possibly give him.
And you can see Rico, he just saw the crash ahead, tried to turn to the bottom. That tells you how loose these trucks can get. If you've got to make a quick move, you got to get away from you in a hurry.
There's the rear end damage on that 24 GMS machine. And the left rear down on the 17 truck of Timothy Peters as well. Caution on the racetrack with 22 laps to go. Tommy Joe Martins and Derek Scott Jr. both laps down.
A lot of damage to that Diamond Gusset Jean Chevrolet for Tommy Joe Martins. A lot of fluid down on the racetrack as well.
Significant contact here, and Tommy Joe Martins obviously upset. It's a very small budget team, and the last thing they needed was to damage their racetrack.
We can tell here. Looks like he just drives into the corner really deep and
just runs in the back of him.
Martins didn't expect that for sure. And
Jordan Anderson's on.
63. Got one spinning at the top, spinning at the very top. Bottom, bottom, bottom. You're good, you're good.
So it looked like the 0-2 of Derek Scott just got into the back of Martins.
Nothing Tommy could do at that point.
Martins, you could see the frustration and the damage. Not the way he wanted his night to end.
Jordan Anderson will get
early on. Parker Kligerman gets run into by Austin Wayne. Self cuts down his left rear tire. Hard contact with a safer barrier for the 92 truck of Parker Kligerman.
More contact, Timothy Peters and the 24 of Casgarella. Caution is out.
Oh, heavy damage for Caleb Holman in the 75 Food Country truck. And guys, we're going to have another restart.
Action had to pick up.
Yeah, you have to believe that we had contact, just like we saw earlier. Yeah, he's going to point at somebody.
22 it looked like maybe.
Maybe the 22 of Austin Wayne.
So it does.
A great corner by William Byron.
Rhodes trying to get inside of Haley for third, but William Byron jumping out. The white flag for William Byron. Custer chasing him. Can he make up the ground?
Love what Cole Custer did there. He said, give me something. Let me just try something.
You got to try something. Can't just follow in his tire tracks.
2 turns to go for the 18-year-old William Byron. In just his 9th career start, he's going to win for the 3rd time. William Byron wins at Iowa. He's in victory lane, and Caitlin is there.
3 wins for William Byron in the series, and back back-to-back wins. At that, a big celebration down here in Victory Lane. William, what is it about yourself and this group of guys behind you that has enabled you to put down those kind of numbers so early in this season?
My gosh, it's awesome just to be part of Kyle Busch Motorsports and have the group of guys I do, to have Liberty University support and have Toyotas under us. It's amazing. I mean, I'm so fortunate to be in this position. You know, we had a couple setbacks there. I stalled it on pit road and had a few setbacks on some restarts, but we kept after it until that last restart. It's awesome.
Well, congratulations. Enjoy it.
What a special night tonight here at Iowa Speedway as William Byron wins his third race in just 9 NASCAR Truck Series starts.
Line when you talk about drivers 1 lap down as he tries to get up there in the free pass position. And here we are exiting pit road. Really tight there for Allgaier and Hornish. A little contact between those two.
Well, I think that was just a situation there where Hornish adjusted his pit road speed.
Back at Iowa under caution for the 2nd time today. Ryan Preece had an issue in turn 4. There you see the damage. Now we take a look at what happened.
Yeah, you look up at the top of the screen. It looked like he just blew a right front tire exiting turn 4. You can see there the red car. Normal exit to the turn and look late, just abruptly into the outside wall. And he's having a good run. He was on the lead lap in the 21st position, just behind his teammate Ross Chastain, who's charged from the back like Brendan Gaughan and some of the other guys we talked about. So it was a good run, unfortunately.
The trends of the race. And the trends here in recent years, and now we got problems on the track. You just said we don't need a caution, and right on cue, there goes Blake Cook bringing out the yellow flag for the 4th time today.
So that's good. Oh, he's going to try to cut low because Bubba Wallace was struggling up high, and Brendan Gaughan was right there, turned the 11 car around.
How lucky is he there was no damage? A lot of cars in and around Cook when he went sideways. And they cut the grass short, which means it didn't grab that splitter when he went sliding through the infield.
Yeah, that's very fortunate.
Yeah, I'm still not a big fan of grass, but if you have to have it, cut it short.
Caution. There it goes. J.J. Yaley.
That was contact between the 24 of Drew Herring. Those two, we've been watching that pack. Adam, they have absolutely been 3-4 wide. And it looked like maybe Yaley tried to come up and Herring was there. But I think these guys are frustrated with one another. Yaley tries to just go into a place that wasn't there.
Yeah, there was not a thing Drew Herring in that 24 could do there.
And he decides he better just finish him off after that. You know, somebody cut you off, you need to get him.
He could have done something there.
At that point, he got an option, and he opted to let him know that he didn't appreciate being cut off.
Yaley was 12th. Herring now occupies that position. First car 1 lap down. Jeremy Clements, he's 16th. Gets the free pass back on the lead lap. 5th caution of the day. 57 laps to go. 32 laps to go at Iowa under caution for the 6th time. Drew Herring, turn coming down the front straightaway. Last 20 laps haven't been real good for the driver out of North Carolina.
Well, this is his teammate, Dakota Armstrong, in the 28, and just drives right up into the left rear of Drew Herring and spins him out. So this ought to be an interesting competition meeting early part of the week.
Makes you wonder if anything happened prior to that, because it looked pretty obvious that he just got spun around.
Brendan Gaughan was the first car 1 lap down. He'll get the free pass, put him back on the lead lap. 16 cars on the lead lap for last 30 laps or so, and here we are. Darrell Wallace Jr., Brennan Poole both have an additional set of tires. The white flag, 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Well, that's a good feeling right there. Got a empty rear view mirror and just less than a half mile to go.
Hadn't raced in 210 days. Got called off the bench on Monday. He'd been teaching school. Today he's going to take him to school. Sam Hornish Jr. going to get the victory here at Iowa. This is short tracks, they've struggled. Brad, a top 5 run today, but this afternoon all about Sam Hornish Jr. He's in victory lane, Chris.
And Adam, this 18 car so strong this year. Kyle Busch racking up 4 wins. Denny Hamlin getting the win in Charlotte. And Sam Hornish Jr. getting the win in Iowa. Sam, you got the call on Monday, and you delivered the win on Sunday. How does that feel?
I don't know. It doesn't get much better than that. It's way too tight, but just got to thank Toyota, everybody from Joe Gibbs Racing for getting me out here and giving me this opportunity. Got my wife and kids here. This is the first time the kids got to be here for one of Dad's wins. So. I mean, I can't tell you what this means to me. Worked so hard to try to get a win when I had my kids here, and the fact of how all this went on, and I just, got to thank God. He makes things happen, and I was so nervous on Friday, getting into the car thinking I'm going to make a mistake, and man, to go out there to win the way that we did, just can't say anything more about it. But thank you to TRD. Hope Matt's doing well, and definitely want to thank the fans, and happy Father's Day to everybody. This is definitely one of the best ones I've ever had. I can guarantee you that.
Super sub Sam Hornish Jr. wins in Iowa.
Joe Gibbs Racing.